the addition of Saber, obviously, they do well into that as well.
Yep.
All right, well, game 1 is starting up. I'll get rid of the chat very soon. This should be a best of 3. Steel
Yep.
Sane, Sarah,
Yeah,
very
some really
iconic
strong
playstyles.
players.
Yeah.
401s. Yeah, Steel Sane, really defensive player. Sarah, I don't even know how to classify Sarah, but like Sarah is extremely strong. Yep.
So who knows? Anyway, here are the packs. Let me try. Maybe I'll move myself so that
Ooh,
people can see.
really quick pick there by Sarah onto the quick supply. And speed with Steel
Speed spec.
Sane. Ooh.
Hey, This might be a headbutt.
All right,
Might
all
be a
right.
headbutt.
You might be onto
Although
something.
it's not a great headbutt for Steel, I have to say. Like, Steel Ball matchup for Sabers is not ideal. But then again, do you want
Yeah.
to play that defensively?
Oh my gosh, a wasp
Whoa.
already? I guess it's quick supply, so. But that means no chaff. But I guess it's fine. Just get more arc lights.
I mean, like, you win round 1 at least.
Yep.
So I'm not sure if that's necessary, because I think you win it anyway most of the time with Steel Balls. But yeah.
I can't believe it. It looks like it's gonna be aggro for Steel Saint. Guys, this guy like never plays aggro. Like this is pretty remarkable. Like yes, he's been practicing it, but that was not for a long period of time.
Yeah, I mean, he's been playing for a long time, right? So obviously, he's played against every high Mamar aggro player, and he knows the ins and outs to some extent. So he can probably kind of replicate what he has been dealing with.
Oof. Arclight
Really good
sniped.
Arclight lock on. Yeah,
Yep.
that's insane. But I mean, this is where the Wasps, I guess, come in.
Yeah, yeah, you definitely. It's probably just 200 damage going through. The experience, not significant overall. The Wasp will level, of course, but
Yeah. I mean, I never used to be a big fan of this type of gameplay because I feel like, oh, like it's so cheese and whatever. But wasps are so hard to deal with, especially when leveled, that
yeah,
they tend to just win the next 2 rounds as well. Because I mean, what are you gonna buy realistically? Like, you can't match the wasp because his are leveled, and Mustangs need range to be able
yep.
to properly like contest.
Well, it's quick supply as well, so it doesn't feel as bad to get the Wasp here.
Yeah,
Some equipment here. I mean, the laser sight for the Wasp could be juicy. Looks like the improved firepower is desired instead.
improved. Wow.
Sarah does love Mustangs, so that could be a tell, but just on the Wasp for now.
And we do get the improved as well for Steel Sane, and that will be the instant Mustang plus a crawler.
Yeah, makes sense. Some
And
good
now
pressure.
Sarah, yeah, I love these reads from Sarah. Like, Sarah knows that Steel, basically his only option is to buy Mustang in front of the Wasp. And so, because you don't have enough money to do everything, now he's going for the right tower on round number 2.
Yeah, that's good analysis. Because if we assume he buys Mustang always there and probably takes the improved firepower, you're only left with like what 100, and like how do you defend
Yeah.
your right tower with only 100?
Yeah, it's like either you skip a deployment and level up your tower, or you do pick the deployment and then right tower is wide open.
Yep. Oh, the Mustang experience is huge here, so that's something to watch out for. But the tower going down, oof, so painful.
Doesn't look too bad, though. Steel saying getting some stuff done here. I think also because of that speed specialist, getting in range within time. And is he
Yeah,
somehow going to end up winning this? I think he might. That's kind of impressive. Oh, the Wasps are coming in, though.
yeah, maybe not. But yeah,
Oh, that debuff timer.
I was surprised as well. Not quite. No Mustang level, that was kind of the big thing there. If that Mustang levels, like the game is just completely different.
True. But I guess Sarah can always, like, sell and go into Mustangs himself if he needs to.
For sure.
Reinforcements. Anything here to your liking?
Fire Badgers look good. I mean, that's a high, like levels are always good. So like Phoenix and Fire Badger, that's what's jumping
Yeah.
out to me. Players
Like, Steel
agree.
Sane does pick it, and we get Phoenix instead here for Sarah.
Hmm. Really interesting position here. Still a lot of pressure on that right tower. Has to be some
Yeah.
respect for it.
Adding some more Wasps.
Yeah. Kind of crazy. I mean, there's already
Level
a
2
Mustang
tower.
on the yeah, and an arc light to cover the flanking crawler. So really, it's just about handling the front. Oh no, still deciding where to put it.
Wow. Double Arclight there on the tower defense, plus a level as well. And that's basically all the deployments already dealt with. One crawler on the flank, but there's a missile there. It seems like the flank from Steelson has also been answered by Sarah.
Yep, Phoenix is definitely something to watch out for here. They're getting a lot of work done here.
They're well positioned to be able to deal with these new Fire Badgers.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotten so many kills already.
Well, the Wasps will get that tower eventually. It actually looks like the missile on the top right didn't quite kill all the crawlers, so there will be a debuff in return from Steel. And again, it doesn't look like a bad turn.
Yeah, pretty close overall. The Mustangs do get their level, of course. I'm sure ranged tech will be put on them. They will deserve that. We need some chaff up front for Steel Sane for sure. The Phoenix got so much work done.
Advanced power system has instantly been clicked there for Sarah.
I guess it's
Steel goes
good.
for the intensive. Oh, that's a level 3 Stang. Oh boy.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that's insane.
What do you think of the speed spec? Because obviously Sarah could have also like tried to just take the intensive and like sell the
Yeah.
Wasp and try to maybe make a Mustang of his own, but
Yeah, I don't know. Like I like it in the sense of Sarah feels like the aggressor, like they are putting pressure on this level 2 tower on the right.
yeah.
But yeah, it's very expensive, so it's hard to say overall.
I guess Mustang is also not really that good here for Sarah. Like there's nothing that Mustangs like to shoot at on Steel Sane's board.
Yeah, though they do need a good answer to the Mustangs eventually. Like of course there's arc lights, but if they
Yep.
fall behind in levels, then that's not quite enough, right?
Well, we get a Sarah classic. He actually did unlock and buy that level 1 Rhino there. Locks up the arc light. Very good trick. Crawlers should be able to kill it, and so this tower should go down pretty quickly as some steel balls have been added over there as well.
Yeah, tons of pressure on that tower. It's definitely going to fall, but will the left side be owning again here for Steel Sane? Looks like
Yeah,
it.
left side, very dominant from Steel.
Mustang's still alive, of course.
Yeah, I don't know how, but they're just managing to somehow like get shielded by crawlers and that saber.
Yeah. But looks like Sarah will take the round. There's just too much left here.
Finally, there, the tempo from attacking on all sides of the board pays off.
Yeah, speed as well, I guess. Super supply around 5. Okay.
Kind of surprised with that take, but I guess it's like late game insurance for Sarah. It's an insta pick on round 4, almost
Yeah.
always, but round 5
Yeah,
will
very
pay off
interesting.
on round 8.
Really fast picks as well. Like Sarah's playing really confidently here.
Yeah, I've always been impressed, like whenever I play him, how quickly he ends his turns. Just, again, we talked about the armor, instantly picks armor on the steel balls, and I guess that's going to
Yeah.
be the answer into the Mustang. And yeah, just presses end turn.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's kind of a good play here. Like, the balls are pretty fine against the saber teeth, which seems to be one of the major carries here. Also, there's the fire badgers, so some armor there is not bad either.
Yeah. And I mean, look at this flank from Sarah, just adding more crawlers to the flank to try and delay those Mustangs.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw that type of flank was Yoda. I love that where you put like the layered crawlers on the same row.
Yeah.
Well,
And it's so annoying to deal with as well.
Yeah, there's no answer, right? Because you can't sentry it. That's the beauty. So one bauble falls, orbital bombardment was used. Will it pay off here? There is still armor on these steel balls with the saber teeth maybe falling here. Saber tooth.
I mean, it's going to come down, I guess, to this Mustang pack, but I don't think it'll be able to do it. He loses the shields as well.
Well, that's
a
disastrous.
rough turn.
Yeah, that's a disaster, and there's a super supply for Sarah. So Sarah is just completely running away with it now, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, that was like 300 less resources for Sarah on that turn. And Steel Saint picked the spell.
Yeah, exactly. So that's painful. Now, there is intensive on this Mustang, which does have a level, and even enhancement module showing up. So, like, that's some good news for Steel Sane. So we'll have to see.
I mean, it might just be able to carry the whole game, you know? It wouldn't be the craziest thing I've seen.
Exactly. The enhancement module does go on the Saber-tooth. I mean, this Saber-tooth is kind of exposed, like, not only from the Phoenix, but from the from the balls. So I'm not
Yeah.
sure how much I really like that. Almost feels like a secondary armaments position. Yeah, picks it up.
Whoa. Okay.
Makes sense, right? You're against a bunch of balls. They don't have range yet. You're gonna get some good tempo
Yeah.
here.
I mean, these guns deal 6k damage now on the level 3s, but that's not even enough for like you can't even two-shot the steel balls with the
Yeah,
guns.
it's true. It feels like we need way more chaff here for Steel Sane. Like when you're against steel balls and these big phoenixes, you really need some meat in front of your carries. Crawlers are a menace here in the corner. Oh my gosh.
Now the steel balls are locked on, so that's one of the big sabers gone. The other one seems to be quite safe, but now we get this same battle again, where the tower has been taken for Sarah.
Yeah.
The balls and wasps are moving in. Dude, those wasps that were bought on round 1 are getting so much value, by the way.
Yeah, true. They have had the equipment the entire time. They have tons of damage in this game.
I think the flank from Steel Sane is honestly, like, kind of creating some problems for him. Because instead of the wasps just arriving early and dying to the Mustangs, half of them turn, and then they arrive very late, and they just kind of DPS while they're safe.
Yeah, true. Both
Whoa,
players.
okay.
Ooh, okay, okay.
I didn't even see the other options there. But both of them
Yeah,
instantly picking triple Wraith.
it is good for both players. I'm a little bit worried it's not as good for Sarah against the Giga Mustang, but it's probably fine. Double tech here from Steel Satan, in fact. The degen does slow down the balls, which is quite nice.
Quite happy to see that tech. It's not something you see very often.
Yeah, like it did get buffed by 50 cheaper recently, so that's great.
Yeah.
Replicate on the crawlers and more crawlers being added. I mean, this crawler pressure is starting to get serious.
Yeah, look at the amounts, like all the way in the back as well. I mean, crawlers are a really good response into Mustangs often. They just can't kill them. Even high-level Mustangs take way too long, I think, to kill them. So it also makes sense for Steel to grab some Wraith.
Yeah, for sure. I think we need some sentry missiles here from Steel Saint. None are used.
Yeah. There is a missile interceptor there from Sarah on the right, but...
Yeah, just the one. See how this degen does here. The slow is super nice. I mean, that is really worth its weight here, but still, it's a lot of pressure. Winning the left, though, really hard. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the left is crushing, and right side is also now kind of slowing down. The nice thing about the Wraith is that unless there's AA and range on those Wasps, they do a pretty good job at clearing those units.
This could be a comeback. I mean, this Mustang is scaling out of control.
Yeah, that's level 5, ready for the taking. And also has like that combo, right, of the enhancement module and the intensive.
Yeah.
So
It's
he
like a
might be
few
able to kind of
bells.
just
Nothing
instant
noteworthy,
mobile
though.
beacon.
Yeah.
I think it's this. Well, maybe you could like grab a shield drop. I don't know, into steel balls. It's like
Yeah, I don't know.
hard to get
Acid,
value out
though.
of it, right?
Acid could be good, I guess.
Steel goes for the acid.
Yeah, I think you do bubble as Steel Saint here, though. I don't know. I feel like tempo is king right now. Like, this is such a
Yeah.
volatile matchup that's happening right now.
I
Just want
don't think
tempo,
you
tempo.
can. Yeah, you can't afford getting acided and then that having or sticking around for the next turn as well.
Yeah.
Okay, we do get range AA Wasp here from Sarah. So
Yeah,
the
makes
Wraith
sense.
might struggle.
I like that. Like, he has a lot of wasps, and there's no doubt that this degen beam is worth a lot here, because it's all about the speed and the tempo for Sarah, and that's really slowing things down.
I mean, the steel balls really are going to have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Either they run through acid on the left or they run through oil on the right.
Yep. Bubbles and ground effects everywhere. We see some missiles coming out. We have loans, of course, so a lot of tempo here from Steel Saint. It's looking alright so far. Let's see if the Wasps can connect on the Wraiths, because that's a big deal.
I mean, the thing is, there's still a backline of Mustangs in there too, so something like aerial specialization, if we get another round, could be very valuable.
That's true, yeah. Looks like another Steel Stain win, though, and now the ground effects are there for next turn.
Wasps are stuck on the shield. The missile interceptor will go down.
Oh, it doesn't even get the shield. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I mean, not
That's
a
a really good
crazy
turn.
amount of damage, but yeah, that's such a good turn. The ground effects are on the board, the bubble lives. I think Steel Saint's got a real shot here, but it is a close game, I think. Yep, there's the anti-air on the Mustangs, as you said. Boat's coming up for Photon, I suppose. That is a lot of raw stats, plus mitigating the acid.
It is, but it's expensive too, and it's another unit that will die to those Mustangs.
True, yeah. It's really hard to say how worth it is. They have 2 mobile beacons available as an option, so they could have just, like, tried to dodge around the acid that way instead.
There
But I don't
is
know.
also a play for maybe setting the right oil on fire, but I'm not sure if that's...
Mm.
I guess you
Yeah,
might not care, honestly. I think the slow is better.
yeah, can often be the case. The slow is such a huge percentage.
The scariest bit looks like it might be the steel balls, so as long as you keep those slowed down.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're charging in.
Ooh, those middle steel balls though, photoned and with the portable shield.
Insane, yeah. Really struggling to kill those.
Yeah, left side is looking much better all of a sudden there for Sarah. Even the high level Stangs just not really doing much of anything. Crawlers are coming in now in full force.
Yeah, I
Right
guess
side also collapsing.
the Photon also disabled the degen beam, I guess. I forgot about that, so
Yeah,
kind of
true.
just really good value, I suppose.
And 1800, those boats deal 400 apiece.
Oh, that's enough.
That's going to be enough. So game one, going over to steel there in the best of three.
I mean, Steel Saint looked pretty good on aggro. I gotta hand it to him. For a player who's done standard for such a long time, they put up a good fight there.
Yeah, I mean, this was looking... I mean, even the last round is kind of hard to judge, but yeah,
Yeah.
you raise a good point with the degen beam getting countered by photon. I kind of forgot about that too.
Yeah. It's
Um,
just been so out of
just
meta,
haven't
right?
seen... Yeah, it's just not something that has shown up that much. Yeah, steel ball's also showing their worth there into these type of games where people like to keep buying sabers. Sometimes you can just get away with more steel balls.
For sure. It's kind of Sarah's specialty too. Like they are really good with steel balls. They commit to like they often get 4 or more, and then they often commit, 2 techs, which is really cool. It's one of those fun units that's really strong when it's strong, but sometimes gets caught up on those ground effects or sentries or what have you. Steel Stain might slow things down after that one. I mean, I feel like he could run it back because he did put up a really good fight there. But I don't know. The mind games are there. He might go back to standard. Might depend on the packs
Yeah,
too.
I think playing the packs makes the most sense. Like, it didn't look like he was uncomfortable in that situation. It just looked
Yeah,
like...
yeah, for sure. But spectators definitely like watching Sarah. Really exciting player to watch.
All right, well, here are the packs. Might be some sledgehammers here for Sarah. Might just be the aerial spec, to be honest. Would fit his playstyle very much. For
Mm.
steel,
Saber maybe for steel. Maybe supply actually.
I mean, I don't
Training.
know if he wants to play aggro or not. It's got to be
Yeah, for
training
sure.
spec for Sarah.
I mean, supply is so juicy. I feel like he can't. Oh my gosh, really? Must be liking steel balls right now. That's my only explanation for that.
Yeah, I
Because
mean,
that
again, they have good
SBC is.
matchups for the most part.
They do, yeah. It is their moment.
But yeah, the missile spec, not ideal.
Yeah, it's just. I would love to see the stats on it, but it's not many people like it.
Training spec, however, I think has gotten better and better in
Yeah,
most estimations, I'd say. I rated it like somewhat in the mid tiers when it came out, but I think it's honestly making its way up into like the A tiers as a spec. Like, it can be so strong, especially with like enhancement module or like a second intensive. Sometimes it can just run away with the game.
yeah. So I've been asked to reiterate what this is all about. We are doing a best of 3 right now between Steel Saint and Sarah, and the winner of this best of 3 will go up against Apuchi in a best of 3, and then the winner of that will get into the MAG1 League Season 2 round of 8 happening on this Saturday. And right now we have a 1-0 lead for Sarah. This is our game number 2. Blue Arclight, of course,
Sarah
putting in good
here.
work.
Yeah. Also, Sledgehammer is just a good matchup overall into Steel Balls. And this is the
Yeah.
setup I was talking about, right? Like, you can see the round 1 deployment. Crawlers are all the way against the backboard, and Sledges are 2 squares from the line.
Yep. Kind of some interesting stuff here. Wasp Swarm and deployment module. Wasp Swarm is the most normal thing to do here. Spells are just really good, especially in these sort of headbutt games. It's really hard to defend your tower. Steel Saint snaps that up. Sarah giving it a bit of a think though. Even mass-produced Rhino is not like impossible to see here.
Yeah. I mean, that was a bug there. It's not Photon Emission. Wasp Swarm could be defended by Sarah simply by putting like a crawler all the way on the backboard in the middle. At least it'll pull the wasps towards the front.
It's like
Goes
creating
for an
some
attack
defensive
on the left
fangs.
tower as well.
Yeah, very interesting. It's kind of a big deal if you win this round here as Sarah because it's the missile turn. It's kind of the danger of missile SBC, honestly. It's like, do I use both my missiles? Okay, if I do, then I must win the round. Otherwise, my SBC is
Yeah.
pretty hot garbage. This missile on the
Well.
crawlers, does it even work? No? Just completely whiffed missile there. Oh no.
Oh no. I mean, the wasps do get to towers, so it should get the
Yeah.
debuff.
Yeah, the fangs were really nice. So like overall it's gonna be okay, I think.
We'll just chalk that up as some type of guess. I've done it before. Tried to guess like these type of aggressive
Actually, good
moves from
point.
Sarah on the left, and yeah.
Could have been a Fang prediction, right?
Yeah.
Because he did the exact same Fang position there, so yeah. Pretty fair. It's expensive to just guess like that, but in the end, you get the round win. It's all good. Not a huge reward for Missile SBC, I would say, though, but
Yeah, no levels either, so I guess, yeah, there's not that much going on.
oh,
Wow, okay. Level 3 Mustang.
with intensive ready to go here for Sarah. I mean, obviously, missile strikes are going to be good against the Mustang, but I think you simply put them in a position where you're happy to bubble it on occasion. I mean, you don't have to bubble it again until like round 5, so I think you're
Yep.
super not stressing about that.
That is a level 4 Mustang, though.
It sure is.
Now, if you're steel... Okay, like, hold... Just hear me out. What about Tarantula?
I mean, yeah, it's playable for sure. If improved Tarantula showed up, that would be an instant snap pick.
Yeah, but I mean, here you get the level 3, right? Like, you can't get improved and then also get a high level 1 from a drop.
Yeah.
Like, this can contest the Mustangs. Wow, okay, Typhoon instead. I guess it does shoot up, so it's like it might be able to deal with the Wasps.
Yeah, but like, why Typhoon compared to the Mustang? I guess just believing in the barrier tech or something.
Yeah, I mean, it is a good frontline unit with steel balls, but it doesn't... Like, this does give the sledges way more value. That's why I'm kind of thinking about the Tarantula, because high-level Tarantula just eats through this board.
Yeah.
Like, it does not care at all about the sledgehammers.
Yeah, no, I fully agree. I think it was viable for sure.
Oh. One moment.
No worries. So yeah, the blue Typhoon here gonna be quite a menace. Maybe has a chance against the Mustang. Definitely better at chaff clearing for now. Like Typhoon's killing crawlers is really real in a spot like this. Now they are connecting on each other. I think the Typhoon's got it for now. They are really tanky. One will go down. Typhoon's got a pretty good chunk of experience, but not going to be enough for a level, I think. Looks like just another close round here. $200, $300 damage here. Nobody's got any spells coming through here. And instant laser from Sarah. Steel Saint not picking it up
Oh,
though,
that is
surprisingly.
gross.
Phoenix is coming out. just needing that single target DPS. There is a lot of big bodies on the battlefield, the steel balls, the typhoons, even the arc lights. So phoenixes do make sense here.
Level 4 Stang with the laser sight.
Don't even need to range it at this point, right? You just save the 300
Uh,
bucks.
yeah,
So,
honestly.
like you could, but I don't think you need to. Yeah, I mean, last round really was good for Steel Saint. It was fine. I'm just worried about how things are going to trend down the road here. We need a power spike with Typhoons taking a tech next turn for sure. There's now 3 Phoenixes on the battlefield, so Fort
Yep.
AA actually on the table here.
Could be quite good. It's also nice into like the sledgehammers, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think down the line, you might start to worry about something like armor enhancement on those sledgehammers. I mean, already you can see those
Yeah,
level 2 sledges like really, really stalling a lot in the middle.
I'm with you. I think that's a big problem. So we need something to handle that. Of course, there's hackers, there's War Factory, there's forts. So there are answers, but that's going to be a huge tempo swing if Steel Saint's not ready for it.
Well, at least the Typhoon there did pick up a level, killed enough of the Mustangs to be able to do that, but yeah, those Mustangs are not really going to stop. They're only going to get scarier as the game progresses.
100%. Ooh, multi-melter. Melt could be decent.
Hmm.
Raiden as well.
Yeah, but Raiden into high-level Mustang?
I think it's amazing here because it snipes the sledges, it snipes the phoenixes. Incidentally, it would snipe the badgers as well.
Yeah, that is true. With the Fire Badger pickup now as well. I guess if you have enough of a front line with the steel balls, you might be okay.
Yeah, Steel Saint's got like a pretty beefy lineup, so you can support some of these brittle sort of backline carries. Well, he does go for it. It'll be exciting to see how that does. And we got the missile strikes, so I think putting one on the Mustang is like so copium, I think I would not even do it. Like literally anywhere but the Mustangs where my missile would go. I don't even hate just like getting the crawlers,
Yeah. I
honestly.
mean, like, you can... You can risk it, I guess. But,
Yeah, I wouldn't, but
well, do we get a tech on the Raiden? Is the
nah,
question.
not yet.
You kind of have to, though, no?
I think you can wait. You can just do it next turn. We'll see though. We'll see how they do. The blue one on the left should get some good shots here. Doesn't even one-shot the level 3 sledges though, that's sad. Still pretty good though overall. Did take the Typhoon level. It is up to level 3 now. That's really strong. But I think the Mustangs might be, and the Phoenixes of course, not getting sniped anytime soon
Yep.
here.
Late crawler still coming in, but I think finally this Raiden in the middle is freed up. So might be able to snipe. It does snipe a
Yeah,
Phoenix there.
okay, not the worst.
Right side though, those Mustangs, they keep on moving forward. Ready to be level 5 next turn.
Yeah, Sarah's gonna get the round, but not too bad. Maybe Sarah's in trouble if Steel Saint can like buy 2 Raidens here, 2 or 3, and take a tech.
Mustang's still unranged, by the way.
Yeah, I mean I kind of like it. Photon picked up
Photon.
just for HP, I suppose.
Yeah, Sarah
Both
going for the
players.
same thing.
Yeah, I do kind of like it just as like a HP spell.
I mean, it's pretty strong, right? We saw it in game 1, so in this
Yeah,
type of headbutt scenario, can
for
make the
sure.
difference in the round.
So I'm looking for where Steel Saint's money is going here. Still have 3 deploys because he did take the additional deployment slot card.
Right. The Wasps both going on Sarah's backline. Should be fine with the 2 missiles, even if the RNG is bad for Sarah. Range on the Mustangs has been picked up now as well, alongside a second level 1 Mustang pack.
He feels a little inferior, I can imagine.
Yeah, like the Mustang, you know, she tells you not to worry about.
Yeah, looks like we're not going deeper into the Raidens for now. We're just like picking up techs like Typhoon Barrier, buying some arc lights and chaff. Actually, I'm surprised with buying more arc lights when you're in Typhoons, but Steel Saint did do that.
Kind of like it. There's no like charge shots on the Phoenixes just yet, so it
Yeah.
should be fine here. Actually, it looks kind of good. It's providing a lot of tankiness so far.
Yeah, it's a really close battle here. Chaff is running out here, so they're going to connect on each other. Typhoons are falling rapidly. No connections on the Mustangs just yet.
No connection on the Phoenixes either. Okay, there we go. But man, those Mustangs are just completely unhinged.
Pretty similar
I mean, the
story to the
Phoenix
last round.
also, by the way.
Yeah,
Like,
I
the
agree.
Phoenix did the most damage that turn.
Yeah, they're jacked. They are something to be concerned of, which is why I'd like to see some more Raidens here. Oh,
Get the
quick cooldown.
incendiary bomb.
Quick cooldown might be a snap pick. I don't know. Like, there's 4
Yeah, I mean,
spells.
yeah,
Nope.
true.
I
Gonna
get
be
it
the
though.
incendiary bomb, though.
Fire's just too OP, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, fire, again, can make the difference as well.
Yeah. It's funny how close the two fires are. It's like they almost could just team up and decide to use just one here.
Yeah, not wrong. Okay, we get a lot of shields coming out here from Steel. Really doesn't want his board to be set on fire, but, I mean, the crawlers will have to run through fire at some point.
Yep. A Phoenix
Raiden range,
range.
maybe? Phoenix
Yeah,
range.
I
I
think
like
Raiden
that.
range would be great.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about Phoenix range here is it should put the Phoenixes a bit further back so they don't get sniped as easily by the Raiden. Currently, it's not that
Yeah.
much of an issue because of, well, no range tech, but if that does come out, I think it's a good pick.
Yeah, for sure. Makes sense. Got to get range on all your important carries here. We do have a lone temp range from Sarah as well. So either trying to close out the game or just thinks that tempo is really important right now.
Starting to go quite wide on the board here. Mustang and Sledge all the way on the left side now.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Buying more
Not
sledges when
sure
there's
if
already
that
Raidens out.
does enough, though. Yeah. I mean, like, that
Yeah.
Typhoon on the left is somewhat uncontested.
Yep.
Goes towards the middle now, though.
Oh, triple shoot, killing a flame fire badger all in one shot. Pretty insane.
Yeah, I mean, that level 3 Raiden is a menace. If
It
it
is.
gets to target the right things, like... Oh, but the
Yeah,
crawlers in the middle, kind of overwhelming that Typhoon.
yeah, goes
That's
down. Now
really
there's just
bad for
Raidens.
Steel Sane. Oh, and it doesn't fire there either.
Hmm. A little bit
Quite a
bigger of a
big
loss
turn.
there. That was the
Yeah, more
lone
damage
temp
than I expected.
range, but yeah, I think Steel Sane loans for the rest of the game. These are all like nothing cards. Like you could take Mustang Prod, but yeah, Steel Sane does.
Yeah.
I think it's like all right. There's the text coming out.
We get chain, we get range.
Definitely makes sense.
Sensible techs.
He's got 800 left with 3 deploys, so he can't. I mean, he can loan. He could buy more Raidens. What do you think he needs though? Maybe missiles are even good. Sentry
I mean, I
missiles.
don't know. Like, another Raiden, maybe another Typhoon. I think the Typhoons are not doing too poorly, but the back crawlers are a bit of an issue. So I would
Mm-hmm.
like Steel to just missile both of the crawlers, or 2 crawler packs in the back. Yeah, currently he's kind of greeding for that Mustang pack, but Sarah doesn't take any chances and deploys 3 bubbles.
Was Loose just taken, by the way? Because
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty good call. Just against
I
like
mean,
the
it's
Typhoons, the Arc
it
Lights.
works against Typhoon, yeah, because Typhoons only
Yeah.
have 5-meter splash.
Yep. But the Raidens will help out with the chaff clear now with that
Yeah,
chain.
true. It
So
doesn't really do anything against Chain.
yeah. Will the Mustangs prevail here? It's such a strong comp, and they are sitting inside bubbles here. Phoenix is connecting on the Raiden on the right. Chain
Wow.
doing work though.
Chain is doing so much.
Oh, it's really close.
Oh, just sniping the Phoenixes there. Chaining
Phoenix got it.
upwards.
Oh,
Wow.
all
This
right.
brings us back like a couple patches ago when the Raiden was first introduced.
Yep, it's got that feel.
Triple Rhino for Sarah. I mean, what else would it be?
Rhinos are supposed to be really good against Raidens, because Raidens lose a
Yeah.
lot of their damage, and
I
Rhinos
mean,
are
that's
just
only if you
HP.
click Ionize, though. Like this level 3
Yeah.
Raiden kind of slaps. Like deals a lot of damage.
I think like all 3 beams can't hit the Rhino, right? Isn't that how it works? So I guess it's like
Yeah,
takes
no,
a long
it can
time.
only hit one. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it only
Armor
deals
all the
like
way in the back.
18k.
Got scorpions for even more medium-sized, you know, tank killers. It's probably good, honestly. Some more meat as well for the
Wow,
Raidens.
the Scorpion just about doesn't one-shot the level 3 sledge.
Yeah, unfortunate. It's been really
Like
tough to kill that.
70 off.
Vulcans. Okay. We're getting the chaff
Oil
out of the
from
board.
tower. Oh, baby.
Yep. Well, these bubbles are great from Sarah, that's for sure. The loan hasn't come out yet for steel. I think we need that.
Yeah, it's very risky not to loan here. Although I guess maybe what do you do with it? But I mean, I guess you just pick up levels. Incendiary bomb.
Huh, they're gonna like I don't think that makes any sense.
Yeah, it's a bit weird to put the fire where the 2 incendiaries are landing, because they will probably just create the same fire field anyway.
Exactly, and then the Vulcans will just die afterwards. But maybe it's good long term, just not good yet. Fire should be pretty strong here.
Yeah, there's so many crawlers walking through that.
Yep. It's yeah, like Steel Saint has such a healthy board here with the chain just gonna take down everything.
Yeah, these Raidens are absolute raid bosses.
Okay, the Incendiary actually is killing Giga Mustang, so I guess I was wrong. It actually did do something. Not a big deal,
Yeah,
though.
he got the second salvo off. Very valuable.
Yeah.
Oh my days. Raiden's just such a crazy unit when it does finally like get online.
So that was like 1600 damage. Not enough to close out the game, but look at those HP totals.
Yeah, very, very close to one another. And it's a close game. I mean, round 10, I don't think we could have asked for more.
Yeah, for sure.
And look, I'm not particularly biased, but, you know, sending this to game 3, more
I know, right?
content.
I mean, these have been
Like,
great
you know,
games.
I'm not player biased, but I'm a little bit content biased.
Yeah, same. Difference of card choices there. Let's have to see how this Rhino Assault does. Looks like it's going to take care of some chaff. We have some Wasp Drops as well. We got our Photons back. Photon probably much better here for Steel Saint. A little bit more tighter of a board with more HP as well. So many levels available as well. A lot of fangs, by the way. What the heck?
There is a lot of fangs, yeah, true.
Here come the
It's kind of
bubbles.
surprising against the Mustangs, but
Yeah, I kind of agree, but I don't know. Guess late chaff is good.
wait, what? That's Sarah's own oil.
That is, but I think it's fine because you can't put it much more forward than that. I don't know.
I mean, I guess it's like one of those
It's
weird situations where maybe you don't want oil, but
yeah, honestly, you may be right. Maybe that. I don't know. Actually, I know. I think I like it because there's incendiary bombs on the Vulcans. Like maybe I
yeah,
don't know.
true.
Really tough call there, but Mobile Beacon could be relevant here, especially combined with the Wasp and Rhino drop there.
Yeah, that armor, that Rhino does have armor as well, so it doesn't really take damage from the fangs.
True. Actually, a good
But
point.
looks like the Raiden does turn eventually. Also, the
Yeah.
Mustangs there with the beacon, just kind of getting beaconed into their demise.
Yeah, the bubble is doing some work there. I think this is looking good
Oh my
for Steel
days.
Saint.
Yeah, this looks like it's just game. I mean,
Raiden's
the
got there.
Raidens are just...
Yep. I mean, they're good against
Wow.
Phoenixes. They actually can be good against Mustangs. Like, Mustangs are good against Raidens, but Raidens are also good against Mustangs. It's one of those things where
Yeah.
it's like, who's winning the chaff battle, who's got better bubbles, etc.
I mean, if they have enough damage to kill Mustangs through the chain, like that's, you know, 6 units that die every
Yep,
single time it fires, and Mustang is just a pack of 12, so
for sure.
very cool game. And
Yeah,
Steel
that was
Saint punching back,
crazy.
making sure it goes to round 3.
Not making it easy for Sarah to get into this round of 8, that's for sure.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, I think there is some merit in trying to mirror Sabers, but
yeah.
anyway, here are the packs.
Farseer
There's a
and
giant
Typhoon.
spec there.
Maybe Elite?
I mean, I have seen Sarah play Elite sometimes, but
It's a good
it's a
pack.
little bit dodgy. Yeah, it is a good pack. You get to buy 2 arcs. Like that's
Mhm.
prime Elite pack right there.
It is, it is. Fire Badger's kinda good too, maybe. Typhoon makes sense, Fire Badger, alright. Pretty strong packs here. Some good choices.
Well, it is the Saber pack, but not the Elite one. Fire Badger Specialist instead for Sarah.
Yeah, pretty
We
good
get
on aggro.
Typhoons again.
Yep.
It is. It's a
I'm
pretty good
s
matchup, though, for Steel.
yeah. Yeah, for sure, you're always happy to have balls against the Saber-Tooth. Fire Badger Specialist, of course, can be really good on aggro because you can pull stuff with your Fire Badger flank. Looks like we're getting another headbutt. This is like choreographed. How does this keep happening?
Yeah, how have they guessed the same side every time?
Oh,
Oh,
well.
never mind.
Might get a crossfire, as it's called, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's the name I like to call it, but I know some people have a different name for it.
Yeah, what other names have you heard?
Oh, I'm not sure if it's...
Putting you on the spot.
Not sure if that's PG, you know?
Okay, okay.
I am not saying that. Uh,
Tried to bait him. All right, well,
yeah, he did.
looks like it's an asymmetrical headbutt. Ball's gonna connect, I
Asymmetrical
think.
headbutt.
Yeah, that's how I call it. It's a mouthful.
Well, steel balls, one of them still survives, so one of the sabers will fall. And it'll just come down to these debuff timers. You have to imagine the steel balls should come out ahead, but
Yeah, the arc lights will take care of the remaining like 8 crawlers or whatever, 7 crawlers, so I think it's fine. Yep, easy dub, but we do get the Fire Badger now. I love, by the way, that Typhoon comes out round 4. Same with Farseer, like that is amazing. You actually feel like the round 2 specialists are like pretty good now.
yeah, improved firepower control system there could be really good as well on the Badgers.
I almost like never skip that card. That card is so busted.
Yeah, I mean, it's very strong. I mean, most of the cheap items, to be honest, are just always worth picking up, like heavy armor and even port shield and nano. Like,
Yeah, it's true. I do feel like the firepower is better than the like heavy armor, for example. Would you agree with that or no?
I mean, it depends. It very much depends on the board, I think.
Yeah,
Like, if you're playing, for instance, like Arclight Steel Ball, like, where are you putting it, you know?
yeah,
It
for sure.
kind of needs to find its way onto Mustangs. Wasp, I guess, is fine too,
Yeah,
but
it's a cool move. I like this.
yeah.
Can't missile the wasp. I mean, I guess you sort of can, but yeah, not really. Pretty formidable
Yeah, that
there.
Arclight is gonna have a bad time.
So probably Steel Sane bought the spell, but is going to lose the round. Would be my guess, because we do have a wasp here, and there's only one Fang, I guess. We do have some money left though, but hard to imagine.
Oh, another Fang? But that won't turn.
Nah, yeah.
Well, we have money for another Fang, but I don't even think if you put it on the right side that it will kill the Wasps. Those Fire Badgers are gonna be too much of a problem.
Yeah, and is that crawler even good? It's gonna pull
Wow.
everything.
Oh, it's not bad. Actually, only the Saber moves forward there.
Yeah,
I
it's
think that
actually kind of
Rhino
funny.
might get distracted, though. I think it might go towards the crawlers instead of the tower.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my kind of one of my concerns there. Hard to say what really matters here, though. Might just be the wasps closing it out.
Well, we have, like, some Fangs in the middle. Maybe those stand a chance. They're slower than the Steel Balls. If they get overtaken, then they might be able to stay safe in the back line.
Yeah,
Also, this Rhino might be able to get a debuff. It does. Oh, the Fangs are dying. Are they?
oh,
There's one little
wait.
dude.
Oh, he
Oh,
got
he's
sniped.
dead. Hey, the Wasps are on the case.
Such a small win, though. But I mean, the Rhino spell was used, so Sarah's very happy with that, pulling an economic lead there. And the wasp leveled. Advanced missile device. That's a powerful card. Improved Overlord. Arbiter's been showing that card's been really strong lately, but it feels a bit too early, so they both just take the improved advanced missile thingy.
Yeah, it's quite expensive and telegraphed, so
Yeah. Look at
makes
these
sense.
crawlers
More
coming out.
wasps.
Holy.
Yeah, very aggressive plays from Sarah. Just kind of similar to what we saw. I think it was in game one. Like those
Yeah.
very heavy flanks, like bunch of crawlers, wasps all over the place. And well, Steel Saint will get access to the Typhoon next turn, but it's not going to be easy for those Typhoons to deal with all of the wasps. And Sarah does have jump drive available.
Yeah, it's really. Yeah, it's not the strongest Typhoon. I guess it is handy, though, so he'll probably keep it. Might even buy more of them.
Like, the thing is, like, are you just gonna wait for the Typhoon and forfeit the round, or are you gonna get like a, dedicated Wasp answer? It seems like it is going to be the
Wow.
dedicated Wasp answer.
I'm not a fan of that. You just wait one round. You have like 5k HP. Just chill out.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable though, isn't it?
It
It's a
is.
little uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is. Well, let's see if the Mustang can do something, but he like didn't really defend his tower on the right, question mark.
Yeah, the red tower is just gonna fall instantly.
Sarah with the boom emote. Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
what's up with not defending it. I mean, it could be on purpose, but a little bit weird.
I mean, I think he might have just been out of money there, like wanting to get the Mustangs and everything
Yeah,
else. Gets a tower in return though, and looks like the Mustangs will at least get rid of the newly added Wasp pack, but
yeah, not a bad
I
debuff.
think
Like killing all the crawlers here is pretty good.
also, I think Steel did not take the improved firepower control system. So, oh wow,
Yep,
okay, Mustangs,
they
that's not
leveled.
too bad.
Yeah, as you said though, no improved firepower control system, so it's a big advantage there for Sarah. It's currently on the Wasp, but it could get shuffled around. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised they didn't pick it up because it's also good on Typhoon, even if you don't buy Mustang.
I agree. Yeah, they instead took the Rhino Assault on round 2.
Wow, triple Phoenix, like what is
Phoenixes
that?
for everyone. Yeah, I
These
mean,
high deployment packs are so insane.
yeah, they really are. You can just put them everywhere. One of them's going in the flank. That's kind of cool.
Rhino again.
Yeah. Hmm. So he just bought a Rhino?
Yep,
That's cost
I
50
think
to
it's been.
unlock, right?
Yeah, it does. But
Wow.
now you have a Rhino.
Crazy.
Isn't that amazing? Into
Yeah.
steel balls.
I was gonna say it, but yeah, I don't know. Pretty interesting. It could be good. Keep in mind, guys, there is advanced missile device. So like, if you clump your stuff, like, there is a lot of threat here with that. There's one already. Gonna kill the badgers. Not a bad missile. Might get incidentally a few crawlers.
Tower gets leveled as well. Yeah, I don't know. This Rhino is kind of crazy. I think Sarah is just purely playing for tempo and
Hmm.
just trying to get one round. But yeah, you have to imagine like next turn. I mean, even this turn, the Rhino might even just die to the steel balls. Like it has to spawn in for 2 seconds.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting play. 2 missiles actually coming out for Steel Sane. One very defensive, so he is worried about losing that right tower, but I think he's got it fine for now. A lot of action in the bottom left here. Everything's pulled.
Yep. Well, steel balls will get rid of that Rhino. Also, didn't even notice this, but both players have advanced missile device. Like, what do you think about this like heavy flanking when that
Yeah.
card is available? Because you can't intercept the flanks.
Yeah, no, it's
Um,
crazy. It's really interesting that they both have it. Looks like Steel Sane's a little bit more interested in taking advantage of it for now. Sarah just putting it in his pocket for later use. But as you said, with the flanks, with all the crazy headbutt moments, it's going to be
ooh.
powerful.
I mean, that's a big round for steel, though. Lost a
No kidding.
missile on the tower, but so
Yeah,
much damage.
very, very interesting. Deployment for everybody. Everything's going to get shuffled around. And of course, you can use it on the flanks and move things around without having to teleport in again. Balls are moving. Fire Badger got moved a little bit. More Rhinos are coming down. Rhinos take the armor tech here. It's good against the Typhoons. Gives them some
Wow.
good HP as well. There is a blue Mustang. More balls coming out.
Okay, so those are going to be put in place to deal with that Rhino.
Yep.
Right side, though.
Yeah, right side is just crazy.
Although the Phoenixes... I don't know. This arrow, I think, might be semi-fake.
Yeah, I'm
Phoenixes
looking at your
should, like,
stream.
insta-lock
Yeah.
the Badger.
Yeah, I agree. I think at least one of them is turning. Yeah,
One on
just
the
one.
Rhino and one on the Badger.
Yep.
Might be good enough, though. I don't know. But these... Well, these Wasps deal a lot of damage. And the Armored Rhino... is kind of just crushing. Left
Strong
side seems
tower pressure,
fine.
though. Look at that.
Yeah, the debuff. Okay, well, it's just
Maybe.
Phoenixes left, so the Wasps should be safe.
Yeah, it will be tit for tat. This tower is going to fall as well. Units
Man, the whole
everywhere.
board is just being used. Like,
Yeah.
look at the top side. Like, there's steel balls from Steel Sade in Sarah's backline. Like, crazy stuff. But it
Mustang.
looks
Oh
like
my
Steel does
gosh.
get ahead. It's actually a really big turn again. Like, that's over 1,000 damage.
And when you have an advanced missile, whatever that's called, that's a lot of pressure on the board here. Like, you can just buy 8 of those and, like, everything blows up. So what do you do as Sarah? Maybe a
Oh,
bit of crawler
looks
action.
like replicates Crawler. The Shafter is not the best for Steel Sane, so I could see something here. It's just like Mustangs and like a couple unranged arc lights.
Yeah, actually a good point. Like, no arc light range, actually for both players, pretty rare occurrence there. It's just such a
But
weird
man,
game.
yeah, I mean this sentry missiles though. Like those
I
crawlers are
am
just gonna die on the right side. The Rhino gets hit, loses 15k hit points, gets slowed.
yeah, I am concerned.
Like,
The gut shot is just so real when you take that.
kinda wild.
Yep. I mean,
Range
let's
as well on the
see.
steel balls.
Maybe the left tower for Sarah lives this time, which would be nice, because that has been following. I mean, the beacon is still there, and there's the Rhino to support it.
Oh, those missiles though.
So good. The balls are connecting everywhere. The range looking really good there.
Yep, all of the Rhinos are down. There's even a tower debuff on the top right from a Rhino drop.
Yeah, just completely
And
deadly
that's
here.
just going to be game.
Wow. The advanced missile device card reinforcement there actually did so much work, but I think Sarah maybe got a little
Yeah.
too fancy with the flanks.
Yeah, I don't know. That was a bit of a confusing game because this was like picked up on turn 2, I think, that card, by both players. So, yeah, like heavy flanking there against that.
Yeah,
Very, very risky stuff, and it doesn't pay out at all.
nope. Yeah, the balls were a good answer. I mean, Steel Saint played it pretty well, I think. So props to him for that. I mean, it's a tricky line to play against, but as long as you do tempo correctly, don't lose your towers, you're in a pretty good spot.
Yep.
So
Well,
that
that's that best of
means,
3 concluded.
yeah, so Steel Saint will be going up against a Poochie in a best of 3. That will not be today. I think that there's going to be some scheduling going on behind the scenes, but I'm sure we'll
Yep.
find a way to get you guys coverage of that if we can. So with that said, I'll let you go back to streaming, Rooster.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Was a pleasure casting as always.
Yes, sir. Bye bye, chat. See ya.
And yeah, that's going to be the MAG1 surprise show match from today. Again, Steel Saint takes it home 2-1 in the best of 3 against Sarah, and we'll be facing Apuchi. For those of you that didn't catch what was happening, this Saturday we have the second round of 8, basically the semi-finals of MAG1 Season 2. And, well, one of the players that made it through can't make it, and so they will be replaced by a player that is now basically getting decided through these best of 3s. And yeah, Steel Saint makes it through. Apuchi is still available there as well. MAG1, thank you so much for the raid.